So in your assignment, there are 3 tasks: task 1, task 2, and task 3. In task 1, you need to provide an introduction of engineering materials, so classification of engineering materials, metals, non-metals, and that one you can, if you want, you can do in the form of the table or kind of like a tree diagram. You don't have to explain it a lot, but just there. But the thing that you need to explain is the effect of heat treatment on the properties of the material, especially metals. Do not need to do on composites, non-metals, just on metals. What are the different types of heat treatment? Just write a paragraph. What does quenching do? What does normalizing do? What does annealing do to the properties and the structure of metal? Just these one you can do in the form of a table. Just write in bullet points. That will be perfect. If you are explaining the microstructures and you are going somewhere, extracting the information from somewhere, make sure you reference it properly. The second bullet point is description of the material testing. You need to describe the material testing process that we did today, tensile testing process, and why it's important. Let's move to task 3 first, and then we come back to task 2. Task 3, this is the data from, I have actually converted the data into the form of a graph. So this is the data from one of the results. Now what you need to do is you need to mention all the important points. You need to mention yield point, you need to mention stress at failure, you need to mention the maximum yield strength, tensile strength. You need to mention is there any anomaly in the material, what actually happened in this region, why there is a sudden drop. You need to the line usually stop here. This one you can kind of ignore. This always comes up in the graph. What is the total strain, yeah, and so on. Once you've done that one, now we will focus on this one. These are the 2 materials, one the medium carbon and one the carbon fiber epoxy, which I tested, and I just put all their properties there. If you notice, there are 2 properties that are missing: resilience and toughness. After today's session, you will be able to find out the resilience and toughness, and then based on the quantities, the values given, you need to show the working, how you calculate. There is a formula. You need to show all the working of the formula, find the value, put the answer here, and so on. So this is all the assignment. If there is any reference, make sure you put the reference. The word limit is 1600 plus minus 10%. When you submit the assignment, should be a single PDF file. Make sure you convert into single PDF file, especially if you are using any formulas and equation, because on the Google, the formulas, equations, they do not appear. Okay,